Hey guys, Darkai here. So, I wanted to take a quick minute to make a skill guide for new wizards or even leveled wizards. Just kind of showing off what I have now and what I'd recommend as you level. I do want to make a PvP guide as soon as I have somebody around to kind of PvP practice that knows that I'm recording, so we can kind of show off the tactics that I use. Now, I am not a very good wizard in PvP, so a lot of this stuff is going to be irrelevant to you once you get quite a bit better. But if you'll make recommendations, and we'll just grow together. So let's jump into these skills. So pre-awakening, recommend keeping magic arrows, or multiple magic arrows rather. It's a spammable skill if you're doing bosses and you want to kind of stay away, especially once you get up high enough level that losing XP hurts. It's spammable, put it on your hotbar, does quite a bit of damage, it'll still get you in the damage rankings, and you'll be good to go on that. It doesn't cost a ton of skill points to level it all the way up to multiple, so it's worth keeping. One thing I have and I don't recommend is Sage's Memory. It's really good pre-awakened. Once you awaken, this doesn't apply to any of your awakening skills, and you're not really going to be using your normal skills once you awaken, not very often at least. So don't recommend getting that. It's just not that helpful for the skill points. One thing that a lot of people keep is Meteor Shower and Blizzard. Don't recommend keeping those just because I wanted the skill points. It's all situational. You know, if you want to keep those and you kind of want to be an actual backline wizard during Node Wars and you just want to do the disruption thing, keep them. You know, they're not bad skills. They do quite a bit of damage. Personally, they just weren't a fit for my playstyle. One thing I will recommend you keep no matter what is your ultimate teleport. It really allows you to kind of dash around the battlefield. It's really helpful for getting out of situations. Now, one thing I will recommend, a lot of people use this to chase people, or you use it to dash in to a battle. Don't do that. You know, if you use it to dash in, as long as you're going to stay for 7 seconds, you're okay, because that's going to be your cooldown. But if you dash in and you don't have a way to get out, you're stuck. You know, and we're a squishy class, so unless you know you're going in for a kill, you know, I would highly recommend using this as a get out of trouble class or a skill, not a get into trouble skill. So next up is going to be Magic Shield. Now this is a 1 minute cooldown, 30 seconds is how long it lasts, all resistance up 15%. So it actually blocks 25% of damage received. You can keep this up half the time. If you have another wizarding group, if you're doing wars or group PvP or whatever it may be, coordinate with each other. You know, make sure that you see their skill come up, and oh, that's actually the wrong skill again. So Magic Shield, keep it up. You know, every 30 seconds, you're good to go. The next one, which is actually what I was talking about in my head, is going to be Speed Spell. So Speed Spell also has a 50-second cooldown, and it lasts for 30 seconds. So if you have another wizarding group, you can keep it up for the entire party all the time, and it's movement speed plus 20, attack speed plus 20, and casting speed plus 20% for 30 seconds for yourself and friends. A lot of people don't see that and friends, and they forget to use it in groups. You know, this is really going to be your support status for your groups. So keep that. Make sure that that's leveled up all the way. Resurrection, at least have level 1. You know, it has a long cooldown regardless. So just make sure that you have that, and keep your resurrection packs as well for Node Wars, so you can double res. You'll be the only class that can double res. It's really important. Okay, moving still into support, we're looking at Healing Aura. You're gonna want that maxed out. You know, you want to be able to throw out your heals. You can use this in Awakening state off of a hotbar, so don't feel like you have to switch back to use that. Now, Healing Lighthouse, you do have to switch back, but I'll show you a quick switch to do that. And that's this is really kind of group oriented. You really want to have both of those if you're doing any kind of group PvP, or even solo. You know, if you teleport away and hit both your heals, you're back to full. So it gives you a second shot to go in. Protected Ore Area, you'll want this one. I don't have enough to max it out yet, so I haven't really messed with it. But this is really helpful whenever you're going into a base in Node Wars, or you're going an actual rush in PvP. You know, it's going to give you a dramatic increase in DP, and it really is. You can watch ninjas just sit there and wail on you and laugh at them. You know, this is going to be your go-to I'm invincible type skill for 8 seconds. You know, that's going to get you a couple skills off. So definitely get that once you get enough skill points. It's not immediate priority. It is a long cast time. It's not something you're really going to have time to use in a 1v1. Next one is going to be Spellbound Heart. Now, if you level this all the way up, it'll give you 10% movement speed for 10 minutes, and it adds a 10-minute cooldown. It also recovers MP, so it's worth having because you'll have it all the time, and it's just that little bit of buff for your class. It's not extreme priority. It's not like you're going to want this over attack skills. So if you don't have the skill points, don't worry about it. But it is something once you get higher up, you'll want. The Magic Lighthouse decreases DP for everybody in the area. I just keep it at level 1. You could level it up, and it gives minus 15, but it's only 5 DP for quite a bit of skill points, 16 and 10, so 26 total to have it leveled up. And you know, if you throw it down on a tower as people respawn, it's there. It's not really something that you'd have to worry about. Really don't recommend the mind trainings yet. If you have the skill points later on, go for it. Infinite Mastery, something you will want later on. It gives HP for every level. It gives 100, 100, 100, 100, and then 200 and 2 accuracy. So once you get it maxed out, you'll have quite a bit more HP, and then you have the bonus 2 accuracy. It's something you want for PvP later on. It's not something you really need for leveling. Moving on to Awakening Skills. Obviously you want every Awakening skill you can get. You know, you're going to be stuck in this form pretty much all the time if you're not casting a magic shield or a speed spell or heals, then you'll be in your Awakening form. And you know, these are going to be your main 4. So your Bolide of Destruction, your Water Sphere, Aqua Gel, and Hellfire. You will use Cataclysm, but not as often. Once it gets leveled up, it does a lot more damage. Right now, mine's just a little bit weak, and that is your level 60 Fire Breath Mars skill, which is when you really get the damage on that one. Priority-wise, you'll want all these top skills here. So you'll want your Retardando, you'll want your Flame Knot, and you'll want Aqua Gel Explosion. You want that as leveled as high as you can. You'll use that in PvE all the time, and it's also really good in PvP. Gives you super armor. It's a great skill. All around, it's a great skill. Water Sphere, you want this for trying to track down those mobile targets. So it does good damage if you're up close. It is one of our only ranged, if not our only ranged, Awakening skill. And then once you get, which one is it? Aqua Bomb, which is you just hold right mouse button after doing it. It gives you an additional 1049% times 5 with a 50% critical rate. Also, you have accuracy buffs on these. So one thing, if you are fighting a Musa or a Mewa or whoever it may be that's just running around and you're having trouble catching them, see if you can't tag them with that. And if you do, you'll knock them down. So it does good damage, gets you a knockdown. Immediately after you get a knockdown, hit them with this Retardando, movement speed minus 50%. Now they're not mobile. It's a really good situational skill. Aqua Gel, just if you can keep your target still, do it. One thing I don't recommend really for leveling, but it's good once you get 59, is Chilling Wave. And it doesn't do a lot of damage, it does good pushback. It's a slow skill, slow to cast. It kind of leaves you vulnerable. But once you get RNA Stream, it does an additional 4 hits at 740% with a 50% critical rate. And a lot of times you can grab and throw down, and if you don't have 100% up for your Bolide, then it's going to do more damage overall to use this Chilling Wave with RNA Stream. So as soon as you throw them down, you just go right into that. So you grab, and then you go, oh, wrong skill. I'm so used to doing that. Okay, so you grab, and then you go right into Chilling Wave with RNA Stream. And that'll do quite a bit of damage and come out of that with whatever you want. And that's really it. That's my skill build. I have 1111 skill points, and you know, you'll have more as you level. You'll have a lot more than me probably. I only level on double XP weekends, and it's really hurt my skill point gain. And if you have any questions or comments, see something that's just majorly wrong with my build, just let me know in the comments below. And we will be doing a giveaway for a copy of Black Desert. So if you have a friend that's wanting to try it out, just have them comment, like and subscribe. It really doesn't matter to me. If they don't want to subscribe, it's fine. If you just want to leave a comment, that's fine. I'll put your name in the randomizer, and we'll be giving out a copy of it, a guest copy. I'm just doing the guest copy giveaways because I need to upgrade my pets. So if you don't want to help them grow their channel, that's no big deal. If you do, if you want to see more of these tutorials, just let me know by subscribing. If we see the numbers go up, I'll definitely make as many as I can, share as much knowledge about the game as I can. And that's really it. Again, I'm Darkai. This is my first any kind of tutorial video. So just leave a constructive criticism if you don't mind. Thank you guys.